Good day, precious people. And yes, it is Pietro here again at the corner store. To my left, I have
Tori Watson Jones.
Christopher Bass, aka C Bass. Keep it fresh.
and we thank you for joining in once again to come down here at the corner store. We want to thank Baker and H Media Productions and also Cruise Tax Consultants for sponsoring us and bringing this all together for us. Make sure you set a time up to come down to Cruise Tax Consultants at 1216 East McClure, outside of the Glen Oak Park, across the street from the gas station that don't have any gas.
No gas.
So today we're talking about America and the obsession of being materialistic. So, you know, Black Friday was yesterday, right?
Yes, it was.
And you know, the mobs, in the past, deaths, people has died, and I mean,
People sleeping over.
yeah, sleeping outside, yeah, just to save a couple bucks,
Technology or TV.
yeah. So, is it worth it, or? And understanding, you said something last week, Tori. You said that they start Black Friday on Thursday, on Thanksgiving Day.
Oh, yeah.
And
now they even, this year they done something where they started a whole week ahead of time.
They changed
Before
everything. It used to
they
be the
switched
day
it up.
after.
Yeah, it used to be you got good and full on Thanksgiving. You sat there and talked about it all Thanksgiving Day, and then you didn't get any sleep because you knew you was gonna leave out the house 1 o'clock in the morning, go line up in whatever your store of choice to get whatever you already had your list of and stuff made of. Now it's all different. I mean, they have it all throughout. They took the fun out of it for me.
Yeah.
But going back to the materialistic part of it, how much of it do we really need?
Right,
Anyway?
right,
What
right.
are we doing it for? What is it all for?
Right. I mean, because I've been times in my life where I went broke.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? Where
Rob Peter to pay Paul.
and you
while I go out there and wait in line.
right? I could tell the customer service rep if I whip up a couple of tears and say, I'm a college student and I really don't have the money to pay this utility bill, this light bill. If you could just give me an extension. And yes, ma'am, I understand I got one 6 months ago, but if you could, you come with this whole thing just to try to get time or just to buy a bill when you have the money to pay the bill, but you want to spend the money on something else. I mean, is it worth it though?
Back then we couldn't see that. I mean, in my youth, I couldn't see that. I mean, we used to call it chasing a check.
Yeah.
Chase that check.
Chase that check.
You write a check for something, and you know you had that money in the bank.
Right.
And you knew exactly how many days you had to get that money in the bank.
Yeah.
We called it chasing a check. Just for materialistic things. It wasn't even necessarily for the essentials, the gas bill,
Right.
light bill. It wasn't even for that. Yeah, it was more materialistic. So
Yeah.
I think I'm not like that. I don't feel like I'm like that
No,
now.
I
no.
never got into it. That wasn't. I don't know. It's something about it just never clicked with me. I never saw a need to go out, sleep over in a tent from 4 or 5, and be at a store till like 1 or 2 o'clock in the evening, rampaging through a smaller store with, I don't know, thousands of other people. We all crowded over some shoes, which from what I've been seeing is either games, shoes, dresses,
TVs.
Electronics
Yeah.
is huge.
clothes. I can understand. Electronics, I don't know. I just.
But even clothes, I don't understand clothes though.
Well, because like clothes I get as far as like, okay, obviously you don't want to walk outside naked. You need your clothes, but still, is it worth going into a rampaging store full of thousands of other people just to get shoved around, pushed around, just to get this one particular dress?
Yeah.
And it's like, and you fight with 6 other different people.
Right. What's the stats on that? What they say? What's happened?
With Black Friday?
Yeah, on Black
The
Friday.
stats on Black Friday is that, it's increasing more. You find more and more people, especially with our generation, millennial. More millennials are doing it.
Right.
And like you said, we're increasingly buying more stuff that, like you said, we don't really need.
Right.
More technology, phones, PlayStation, games,
Right.
Xbox, shoes, clothes. We're just it's kind of like it's built into it.
Yeah.
We're just doing it just to do it.
Right.
And there's a concern that we are becoming more and more materialistic.
Right.
And for those who don't know what materialistic means, or materialism,
Yeah, explain that to us.
the doctrine that only the highest values of objectives lie in material well-being and the furtherance of material progress. That's it. You have a high value in this item. Oh, I got these. This is mine. I got these shoes. I got this gear.
And that's how society is kind of coming. I mean,
It's more about the individual.
Yeah.
It's not so much as you about everybody else.
Yeah.
Humility is becoming this look down upon.
Right.
It's no longer.
Exactly. You know, because I mean, you hear most. You know, and I don't want to sound like old folky, but but it's the truth. No. And I'm agreeing with you, but I'm saying I don't want to sound old folky because it's like, you know, you hear them youngsters. You know, them youngsters, you know, they play that racket out there, you know, and it is about vanity. It's about vanity and what I got. You know, if you got a whole verse in a song talking about clothes and cars and jewelry and, you know, and that's, I mean, so it promotes this. But we're not talking about but it is materialized. It is.
Well, let me be real and just to be honest with people, nothing wrong with wanting nice stuff. As long as those things don't have you.
Right.
Nothing wrong with wanting the new short game. There's nothing wrong with that stuff.
Yeah.
But it becomes a problem when, like a good example, and there was a study done where there was people their phones were taken away at dinner time.
Mm-hmm.
Give you an example. Their hands were kind of like this.
Mm.
They couldn't be without the phone.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with having this stuff. It helps you, but it shouldn't have you.
Right. I will. Speaking of the phone thing, I will admit, if I forget my phone at home, I feel half naked, and I'm oh my God, let me back to the house, walk up there. Yeah, I gotta get this file. Cause I ain't home. But yeah, we're gonna come back to this.
Oh wow, look at this. What a sale. I've been waiting for this. Oh my gosh, it's on sale. It's only $1,600. I need this. Let me. Oh my gosh, who is this at the door? You stay right here. I'm going to get you. Yes?
Yes, we're looking for Mr. Jackson.
Come on in.
Well, we're not allowed to step in, but Miss, who are you?
I'm Miss Jackson.
You Miss Jackson?
Yes.
Yeah, we're from Cushions R Us.
Uh-huh.
And you are 6 months behind on your payment. And we need to know when you're going to make that payment. Because if not, we're prepared to pick up the living room furniture. On my docket here, I have living room, bedroom, dining room, and the cushions off the toilet.
Okay. I understand.
Yeah.
Can you give me a moment, please?
Okay, like how long?
Just a few minutes. Let me check my account and see what I can work with to see what I'm prepared to pay you.
Okay. All right, boys. Just hold up. All right.
Okay.
We'll wait right here, Miss Jackson.
All right. I guess I can't get this ring today. Okay. I gotta come to a decision. Okay.
I'm a little short.
They ask me all the time.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put this back.
What?
Oh, I don't have enough money. Sorry.
I'll put it back.
All right.
Just leave it up here with me.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Whew. How much time we got? It's freezing out here.
And I don't know. It's been a few hours.
They said they open up at 5
Yeah.
today.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so about another 45 minutes, we'll be all right. Okay.
Okay.
Whew, this is wonderful. I've been wanting this TV for a long time. A 60-inch.
60
for
inch.
$250. You can't beat that.
Oh, you don't even
This
know.
PS1.
You don't even know.
Oh, I've been saving up for it.
Yeah, I'm finna put it in the living room and look at it from the bathroom.
I know, that's right. 'cause they
So
said
we
the
all
big
get
one was
TVs?
big.
Yeah, good
Same,
TV
same,
too.
same.
Yeah.
Trying to get the new HD.
Oh, yeah.
What? Normally it's like almost $1,000, but they got to cut down to like about 250.
Yeah,
So
I'm telling you,
Right.
you
gonna
can't beat
get
that
it.
price.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be all right.
Yeah, I saved up for it too, so.
Yeah, I've been
you know.
putting back for it. You know,
Yeah.
every year I do that. I just kind of pinch back, and then when these Black Friday sales
Yeah.
and things come up, I'm good to go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You saved yours too?
I mean, I did, but well, because I got a light bill coming, but I figured I can go without it, you know, a little bit for a little.
How you
It's
gonna
just
go
for
without?
No, they saying they not doing that no more. You know, they used to do that where after a certain time of the month or
Yeah.
year, you know, they don't cut you off, but they said
They'll cut you off. Cause I remember the day, time in my day that if you had, if it got to a certain degree, that they couldn't turn you off.
Yeah,
But
they
not
said
no
they
more.
Not doing that anymore.
Not no more.
You might want to check that
You
out.
better check.
before
How you in line to get a how you gonna get a TV
I thought-
and how you gonna get a TV and you go home with no electricity to plug in the TV?
I thought they were still doing that. I didn't know that.
Oh man, no.
I would hate for you to take that TV home and you can't even see if it works.
You can't see if it works.
All right.
Yeah.
How long?
This is it.
This
is
it,
the
man.
seller. This is the
This
seller.
it, you know.
You know it's a doorbuster. So
Yeah, you know everybody
Last
down
for a few
there.
hours, yeah.
All us been down here in this line all night.
Yeah. And you know what? They probably only think about it. They probably only got like 5 TVs anyway.
Right.
And it's about
100 of
people.
us.
Yeah. A few people ahead of us already. So
You know.
I wouldn't chance that.
I wouldn't either.
But I don't want to tell you what to do.
Yeah, yeah. Don't go get no title loan and no cash
If they
advance.
gonna really do that, then I just have to like wait start Monday or something.
Yeah. All right, dog. You take it easy, man.
Got him out there.
Yeah. Because I was trying to get 2
You
anyway.
moved up.
It was only 5. We could get 3 and a half.
Moved you up. I just want them to come on. It's getting cold.
You can open that door.
Yeah.
Open that door. They know we out here.
It's cold out here.
And we are back, and yes, that skit is something, but it's real life showing that people are dealing with, you dealt with buying stuff online, and you dealt with standing out in the cold overnight. Yeah, I almost got sick, and then myself, I'm determined, trying to figure out if I'm going to pay a bill or if I'm going to, pay a gift for the boss at work, and that's another thing. I mean, because I remember a day when we used to play, was that White Elephant, or that one, or gift exchange, or the gift exchange, and you know what White Elephant, right? Okay,
He's stuck on it.
explain it,
So
Tori.
it's a game that you would play. So everybody that's going to participate has to bring a gift.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so you just line the gifts up, and then I've seen it played numerous ways. The gifts are all numbered, and you draw a number out of the hat if you pick it. Or you can choose to pick somebody else's gift that's in their gift, because nobody opens their gifts, or you can open it either way. I've seen people play it before.
Yeah, it's a fun game. It's a fun game. And then we used to have gift exchange, and that was another thing. Like we at work, you say we do a gift exchange. You pull some out of the hat.
Yeah.
Now
Santa.
Secret Santa.
Yeah.
Now you know that the one you got, as it happened to me, you pulled his name. This heifer don't even like me, and I gotta buy her.
That's the one you got to buy a gift.
And I gotta buy her a gift.
Because if you don't, everybody gonna know.
Know that you did buy the gift.
Yeah.
So you.
That's when you go to that closet,
Right. But you.
that re-gift closet.
But it's a trip because I remember being in it. It was this girl. I'm not gonna mention her name, but I was like,
late, she knows who she is.
gossiped about me. She talk about me. She had her little saying around me and all this, and I'm like, and I get her name, and I'm like, Lord. And then you give the gift, you gotta share it. She gonna show everybody, so I can't be. And I'm like, do I be a bigger person?
Yes.
But that goes back to that materialism.
Yeah.
You know, what's the purpose of giving somebody a gift? Are you giving them the gift because it's coming from your heart?
Heart, yeah.
Or are you giving that person a gift for everybody to know, yeah,
You
she
got-
bought the best gift
Yeah.
in here.
Exactly. And not to mention you don't got the money. Then you be like, well, I can pay this cable bill, and I can cry to the customer service for an extension, or I get this heifer that I don't like. I mean, it's like that's what I'm saying. It's like it's materialistic. It's just got so.
See, this thing in that case,
Uh-huh.
I mean, you're taking care of yourself. That's not neither selfish or not. You
But what
you
if-
know your obligation.
Yeah.
Without that bill, you can't work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She gonna pay the bill? Is that gonna be her Christmas
No,
gift to you?
no. But what about individuals who do feel like they need to impress the people who do
Why
need
do you need
to?
to impress somebody?
That's the
Why are you worried
question.
about it?
That's the question.
Well,
Why?
that's my answer. Why are you worried about impressing somebody? That should not even be. Why should your goal be to impress somebody?
Well, I don't want no-
How can you impress another human being?
Yeah.
Think about that. You're not a mind reader.
Right.
You might think, oh, they gonna love this, but I'm telling you, there's some people I've seen where you get them a gift and it's like,
Well, that's the underlying issue, though, of materialism and being
I didn't want
materialistic.
this, I wanted this.
Is you're
Yeah.
fulfilling a void that you don't have. And
Exactly.
you just chase it because you will never fill that void unless you find out what's going on with you on the inside.
Yeah.
Material things will nenever fill that void.
Right.
So you're always going to be trying to up the ante to
Yeah.
try to continue. What you doing?
Oh, the spider. I was like, no.
In the middle of my speech, I said that's why
Well,
you kids
he didn't like what you got to say.
Be materialistic in if he ain't got what I got to say. You know what? We switching seats next
So,
week. Not
so,
somebody else.
so right now, I feel like, I mean, right now, if I was in that situation, and if I know I got a problem with a coworker, you ain't gonna get a gift. Especially if I got like bills to pay. You playing? No, I ain't gonna play. I got the wrong person.
Like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. See,
Yeah,
there's-
and I'd rather be honest.
This is where wisdom.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Give somebody a gift who I know for a fact
Mhm.
I don't get along with,
Right,
versus paying a bill that has to be paid.
right.
Who comes first? This isn't me to be selfish. This is where, yeah, it's okay to be selfish. You're taking care of you.
Right.
Unless that person gonna pay, unless that's their Christmas gifts, here, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
And that would solve everything right then and there. Because now y'all didn't, that helps build up a friendship.
Right.
Person didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
So
What about cheap gifts? What about
You
gifts?
know what? I was about to go there. Because, I remember, I used to teach preschool years ago. And now I'm still in that profession in a different light, but little kids. You used to let them make these little popsicle stick
Mhm.
gifts and things. It'd be the best gifts. And then years, go down and they still hanging these little gifts on the tree and all that stuff.
Right, right.
See, to me, that meant something. And
Yeah.
we was teaching those kids back then that you don't always have to buy something
Yeah.
in order for you to be able to gift, because it's not supposed to come from your pocket anyway. It's supposed to come from
Your heart, right.
There's nothing wrong. I'm not going to tell my husband, no, I want that new ring or
Right.
I want this.
Right.
But at the end of the day, where is it coming from? Where is it
Yeah.
coming from? From the heart. So that's what you teach those. So how you gonna get mad if somebody, put a value on a gift?
Right.
Cheap gifts, how you gonna get mad
Yeah.
at somebody if they bought you a cheap gift? You should be happy they bought you.
Right. I think it's my maturity. I remember a time, and I'm ashamed to say something about it now, but I will share it.
Tell us.
I will,
it is.
will share it. My mom, okay, I was 15, maybe 14, and Janet Jackson was on the Rhythm Nation tour.
Okay.
Okay, at that time it was the early '90s. I want to say early or mid '90s or something like that. Janet Jackson, MC Hammer, and New Kids on the Block. They were all hot.
Is that when she had that all black on and she
Yeah.
had those big old boots and then
Yeah, and the emblem right there. Yeah, you got the 5, 4, 3. I could do it. 5, 3, 2, 1. Oh. Anyway, I used to know the whole video. Anyway, so my mom, she gave me tickets to the concert.
Wow.
And I'm like, oh, she said, yeah, got you some tickets to a concert. I'm just thinking, ticket to a concert? Oh, yeah, sure. I know she know it. I've been watching Janet Jackson on MTV. I know she know it. I'm going to see Janet Jackson. I'm all at school. I'm going to see Janet Jackson. Yeah. So it was the day of my birthday. And it happened, I think the birthday was the day of the concert. She happened to give me these tickets. And it was New Kids on the Block.
Uh-oh. You don't told everybody you going to Janet Jackson.
I'm going to see Janet Jackson. New Kids on the Block was at Texas Stadium in Irving, Texas, and And I remember it was ABC. The front row group. ABC. You remember? I don't know if you remember those.
ABC.
And so I remember getting these tickets, and I was like, "Oh, Mama, what you don't like it?" She was all happy because you just sending her boy to some concert. I was like, I really want to go to Janet Jackson, and so she said, "You ungrateful." And she said some words to me. Said some words, but I'm just saying, you know, she gave it from her heart to me, and you know, I would then appreciate, you know, the gift that she gave to me, you know, and I think that was, you know, and now I'm ashamed of it, you know. I would never do something like that now. Have y'all ever had an experience like that, or have y'all ever been victim of experience like that?
That's why I have a closet at my house. Not just playing people. People out there that know me, I love whatever anybody gives me. I do. But I do have a closet.
What?
A lot of it is gifts that I have seen and bought along the way myself.
Mm-hmm. What about the ones that?
Every once in a while,
You know what? I gave you a scarf I ain't seen
it
yet.
might be in that closet.
That polka dot scarf that was green and yellow.
You know what? It just lets me know that sometimes something ain't meant for me, but
Be meant for somebody else. I know what
somebody else. So re-gifting ain't always bad. I'm just saying that, you know.
It is always bad. If someone gave you something for your... All right, and Chris, what about you? What if you got a gift that you didn't particularly like, say for instance, I don't know, socks or candle or whatever. Well, it's something that you know that you didn't like, you're not gonna ever use. What would you do with it?
I'm not gonna ever use. That's the
Yeah.
okay. The socks I can use. Candle I can use.
What would be something that
I know
you?
what I'm getting you for Christmas. Just saying.
See, if you know me well enough.
Well, okay, so we're talking about work. We're talking about like, okay, gifts change at work or gifts exchange at church, and someone don't really know you, but they got your name pulled, and they said, "Oh, I got, you know, Christopher Bass. Okay, I want to get him this," and they give it to you. What would you do with
I'm
it?
being honest.
Yeah.
If it's something I'm not feeling, yeah, I'm gonna be unhappy with it. Am I going?
What would you do with it?
See, it really depends on what you give me. If I can't use it for me,
Uh-huh.
Then you
and I don't want to talk about it to the person,
And I'm gonna put it in my closet that I go to.
you got a big closet.
Right.
See,
Well,
it's hard for me to answer that because I've never been. See, I feel bad. I've always had an issue where like it'll weigh down on me. I know that's gonna sound weird. I'm not trying to sound like I'm like high up there. I'm not. It's just there's certain things that for me I've never been able to do. I've never been able to be like on the inside. I'm like, man, why'd you give me
Right.
this? But then it's like
it kind of reminded me of the story of what is that? The Christmas Story. And Ralphie, and he got the bunny suit.
Yeah.
So okay, so you got your great grand aunt that stays in another town, and she sews clothes. And I just know Christopher, he gonna like this bunny suit, and she send you one. She asked for your measurement. You think you getting a suit, and you get this bunny suit to sleep in. What you gonna do?
I'm gonna be honest with you. In that case,
This is
in my closet.
This is Auntie Gertrude.
Look.
102 years
With
old.
one eye.
Well, what?
She's coming over to actually watch me with the suit
She
on.
coming next year.
Then I'll have to sit on that
She-
chair, and when she leaves, I'm putting it in the closet. I'm going to lock that whatever and put it in somewhere, a bunch of other clothes, and it will. I'll probably forget about it in the conversation. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna shove it in my closet like her, and it'll probably never see the light of day. It'll
Put
be
it
a
in my closet.
comfort
Somebody gonna get that
for
for Christmas. gift.
Christmas, but you would keep it and you wouldn't give it to somebody else.
I would just have it.
Because Auntie Gertrude gave that to you.
I'd become like a small time quarter. It would just be in my closet. Like it does.
Small time.
Small time. Small time. Not big time, but small time. All right. We'll be back after this message.
Flavor to the bone.
Hello, welcome to Rome Burgers.
Come in and enjoy not just our wings, but our broccoli bites, corn bites, jerk cheese fries, rum buns, and so much more. And yes, we do cater. Come in after a long day and enjoy a refreshing beverage. 2 locations, North Point 8807 North Knoxville and downtown 500 Main Street.
And we are back from our commercial. So, the last thing we were talking about is what to do with a gift that you don't want, right?
Yes.
All right, okay, what is a perfect gift though?
There isn't such thing as a perfect gift.
There isn't.
Perfect is because those things being perfect. There's no such thing as perfect. Perfect is what you make out of it. I guess you could say. That's why I said I don't know about a perfect gift. Because, I mean, can you say, well, how about have you ever received a perfect gift?
I mean, have you ever received a gift and you'd be like, this is what?
Exactly how I want.
Yeah, because I bought it. I'm just saying. You give me a gift card, that's a perfect gift.
That's what I'm saying. The perfect gift.
So it's a perfect gift for you, you know, for what you think perfect gift. Okay, what about?
I'm kind of with her because it's like perfect gift. I mean, unless that person knows like, yo, they're going to want this, they're going to like this, which I don't. At least for me personally, I've met a lot of people that know that. They know how I want it, how I like it. And my great grandmother has matched that.
Like what? Example.
So it's funny, man. Like, the only person too is God for me who's that matched like what I want.
You so deep, Chris.
You really are.
Deep,
you really deep.
I'm being honest.
There's no shallow.
He knows what I like.
Yeah.
So with that said, my grandma, I'll tell you a story as Christmas, and I really thank God and praise God for my great grandmother. Sometimes she was my only friend, and she always kind of knew I was really into this. I really geeked out over anime and cartoons, video games, and working out and like martial arts. She was always like we spent so much time because she always knew I had an idea what I liked.
Right.
There was a year where I was really big on something called Gundam.
What was it?
Gundam. It was based off of Voltron. If you guys remember that at all.
Voltron.
Or like Transformers.
I remember Transformers.
Okay, so I was wanting one of those. She ended up getting me like Voltron, which is like the animals they combine together and they form this giant robot. So that was probably the one time where I wouldn't say this a re-gift, but I was upset. But I kept it in because at that time, that's back when everybody was coming over, all the family. So you can cut up in front of like your uncles, your aunties. They all start whooping on you, and that's going to be a pain to remember.
So what did you do?
I took it and, I let her, you know what? And again, I thank God for my grandmother.
Yes.
Because my grandmother, I had to, because my grandma was understanding.
Yeah.
I could come to my grandma and tell her what I didn't like, what I didn't want.
Right,
I was cool with that.
Yeah.
I've seen some kids, I could try it with my mom. My mom would straight up backhand me if I tried that.
So you went to your grandmother and you said,
when she asked me, she'll be like, so did you get everything you wanted? I'm like, okay, is this a time for me to tell her how I feel? Okay. And
how old were you at the time?
9, 10, she was accepting. The next year, come Christmas, she actually redeems herself and gets me
she redeemed herself.
Not just the Gundam stuff. Look, not just my action figure, not just all that stuff. She gets me more. And actually, I'm trying to think. I even got some games out of it. So
you made your grandmother feel bad.
My grandma was always a very giving person. This is the type of person that would like give food out to somebody outside that she saw was struggling.
Okay.
I ain't never seen that be done like that. She would actually go. I watched her do it. She'll go and get fruit, whatever she can, and give it to someone outside. I ain't know what to say. So the fact that she did that, I'm sitting there like, now granted that year I didn't bother her with it. I let it go. Like obviously, like after a couple of days I was good, whatever, it was cool. But come that Christmas, she actually went above and beyond, and I'm just.
What gifts have you given your grandmother?
I've made her gifts.
You made her?
I made her gifts.
Like, give me one.
Poetry. I actually got her a necklace. I think she said I wrote her a book, but I don't remember. She showed me the book. I wrote her a book and telling her how much I love her. money because I didn't know what else she really wanted.
Right.
My grandma's not a very. My grandma grew up like not slavery, but she grew up right around the time like 30s and 40s. So for her,
Oh, your grandma 30, 40. Wait a minute.
30s. My grandma's 80 years old.
Oh,
So
okay.
For her, gifts is not a big thing.
She looks young though. She looks good.
She'll take money because I forgive her money because I
Well,
don't.
we all.
Well,
Well,
money's
that's-
a good gift. Me too.
If I give you money, you can then go buy whatever you want to do it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't want to. I hate guessing with it because I don't want to give you something that's like you're not needing.
right.
Hence the re-gift or something that you already got or something that just what you didn't even want. So here's $50 or $70 from grandma, maybe $100 because
Right.
grandma.
Mhm.
Do what you want. Boom, done.
Good. Yeah, you're a good grandson.
Yeah,
You're a good
yeah.
grandson.
I could do better.
You could do better. You could do better. So what about you? Like, what would be a gift that you would give to somebody, like a perfect gift?
Perfect.
Is there a perfect gift, and who would you give it to?
You know what? I love that, outside of me having this closet full of gifts that somebody may have given me.
This secret closet.
This secret closet. And I laugh about that, but people who know me, though, knows that I will give my last to anybody.
Mhm.
I really would. Well, almost anybody. But I will give my last. If you need it, I'll make sure you have it. But I'm observant. So I like to observe and see, about somebody and say, okay, now that is something they need. So let me go and get that for them, or let me make this happen for them. It don't always have to be something that you purchased.
Like, what would be an awkward thing to give to someone?
The awkward thing?
Yeah, like, I mean, I seen where, like, okay, for instance, like, I have a uncle that I got a story, right?
Always.
Here it come. Here it come.
But here you go.
So I got an uncle. He's 70. How old is he? 75. And you call him on the phone, and it's like an auction. It's like
Yelling.
he yelling, and I'm like, hey, and then I'm like, what'd you say? What'd you say? I'm like, Uncle Raul, are you gonna be at the house? What? I'm like, you gonna be at the house? Ah! I'm like, my God. And so
You bought this man a hearing aid?
so therefore, I'm at the store, and I seen it was like a little hearing aid that you could buy. You could put around the ear and put it in there, and so I didn't buy it because I wanted to talk to him because he don't believe that he can't hear.
He in denial about
He
being
can't hear, and so I'm like, okay, I didn't get it, but I went to ask him. I said, well, Uncle Raul, I said, what do you feel if I I mean, I didn't know how to ask the question, but I was like, and he was like, well, I don't think I need that. Yeah, you do. So I mean, so a situation like that for me is like, I know that he needed it, but it was awkward, and I didn't get it for him. But so I mean, what would be a gift? Like, I mean, did you ever have that experience? Or
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's just like buying the stinky kid in class and, hygiene products, or somebody whose breath wasn't too fresh, offering them a mint or purchasing,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you gotta be careful. And I know people like this girl. But I'm just saying, that is a perfect opportunity.
Yeah.
Some people are not confident or bold enough to
Yeah.
give somebody something like that.
Right.
But if you having hygiene issues, what perfect way to across?
It's like
and say, hey, and just make it pretty. Put a bowl.
that's like being in church and you.
Put it in the basket. Put a bowl
Right.
on it.
That's like being in church and you asking a woman, you want a mint? And she say no, but the pastor keeps saying, turn to your neighbor and say hallelujah. You won't take the mint.
That is
Yeah.
awkwardness or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
It's an easy way to be nice about it.
you can.
Yeah.
I'm saying you
Be
put
like,
a bowl on that.
Yeah,
Hygiene
that's
fine.
Right.
Oh, sure. Boom. Done.
Okay, so for last question, get out of here. What do you think that we should do as far as fixing the problem of materialism that America is, sought after? What would be a problem? What would be a solution for that?
That's a good question. I don't know if there is, because a lot of times, like I said before earlier in the show, that people who are so materialistic that they can't see beyond the materials that's around them, they're missing something. It's something in the inside that's missing.
Right.
And they're trying to fill that void. So the only way that you can correct that is you got to look within. You got to be insightful. You
Right.
gotta say, and then you got to be willing to recognize that, yeah, I do have a problem.
Right.
And there's the voids missing in my life. I know people who gift their kids, overly gift their kids.
Yeah.
And then you got kids that's growing up with that same issue.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
that entitlement issue, and always expecting it.
Yeah.
And nothing's never good enough for them. So then they grow up to be materialistic adults.
Right. I used to have a friend, I don't talk to any longer, that used to go and spend like big money on clothes or items and then return them. Because he knew he couldn't afford it. And like I remember going to his house and he had this sweater. And it was actually a cool sweater. He got it from Nordstrom's. And it zipped up and it, buttoned over. And actually, he said, and he bragged about how much he spent on it. And then when I seen him again, I said, I joked around, I said, I want, let me borrow that sweater. He was like, I had to turn that back. And then he confessed that he had to go talk to someone because he has a problem of buying expensive things because he liked the idea or the action of buying it, but really can't afford it, and then taking it back. So, but yeah, that's a sad deal. What about you? I mean, what do you think to fix the problem with materialism in America? What do you think we should do?
And like she said, it's a hard question, hard thing. It's a hard question to really try to figure out because, like she said, like it's a void they're missing. There's a void people are missing. That's why, like, especially as the new generation goes on and goes more.
Right.
Like the millennials, like with me, or like my generation, we've been built into this. We've been conditioned out of birth with this. So to try to take that out of ourselves,
Right.
it's just like it's really something. Like, I'll be honest, I don't know if I can really provide an answer at this time.
Right.
It's just like there's so many factors involved with why you want this. Why do you feel the need?
Yeah.
Like you can ask yourself, why do I need this? Do I really need this? Why do I?
Right.
Is it just I want this?
Yeah.
Again, I know this like probably might not help a whole lot for a lot of people, and I'm sorry for that. I don't know if any real answer to that.
Yeah,
right now.
you kind of did answer it. It is a separation of need and want and everything, and sometimes you don't need it and you just want
Like
it.
idea of wanting that.
Yeah.
You sit there and look nice when you wake up every morning and look at it like, okay, that TV and platinum,
Right.
HD size,
Right.
TV.
Yeah, I think we're out of time, and we are going to go out at this time. Thank you for tuning in at the Corner Store, down at the Corner Store. I am Pietro Baker, and we have
Roy Watson Jones.
Christopher Bass, aka Sea Bass.
and we will see you on the 2nd of December. We will have our first guest will be in-house, so we're really excited about that. So we will see you then. Hope you have a fabulous day. Goodbye.